Dear students, in this module, we would learn the difference between the population and the sample. These are the two concepts which we will be using throughout the course. Now, population by definition is referred to as the collection of persons. It might be the collection of objects, places, or things. A researcher may want to make statement, for example, about all college or university students, whereas another researcher might be interested in talking about the total enrollment in a particular college or university. So if we talk about the totality, then it will be known as the population. Now students, populations may be finite or they may be infinite. So infinite populations are those that are composed of limitless number of elements. For example, if a manufacturing process that lasts forever, so that will be an example of the infinite population. Whereas for the finite population, the elements will be countable. Example for that will be that if we talk about the total enrollment at a particular university, school or college, so we would have count onto them. So if we can count the total number of objects or elements, that will be known as the finite population. Similarly, if we talk about a particular market, then we can have the counts over the total number of shops in that market. If we talk about household in an area, for instance, so we can count the total number of households in a locality. So all of these are examples of the finite population. Now population may be categorized as real or hypothetical. So real population में स्टूडेंट्स हम एग्जाम्पल लेंगे. फॉर इंस्टेंस अगर हम एक लोकेलिटी में नंबर ऑफ हाउस होल्ड्स की बात करें, सो वी वुड हैव काउंट ऑन टू देम. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द पर्टिकुलर रियल सिचुएशन. सो दीज काइंड ऑफ पॉपुलेशन विल बी नोन एज रियल पॉपुलेशन. इसी तरह से अगर हम टोटल नंबर ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स इन अ क्लास की बात करें, अगेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट अ रियल पॉपुलेशन. सो व्हाट इज देन hypothetical population? Let us take an example for that. Suppose that if we design an experiment in such a way that we need to evaluate the effectiveness of 3 drugs, and we randomly assign a certain individual or subjects to receive one of those drugs. So students, if each of the 3 resulting groups will be a sample from that population, then we would have to draw that population of large number of subjects to whom that drug would be given or administered. So this complex sort of situation will be known as a hypothetical population. And if we imagine such a population, that will simply be impractical to work with. So students, ऐसी सिचुएशन में we usually prefer the real life population rather than the hypothetical. But there are certain situations when we don't have data for the real population. So students, उस केस में हमें मेकअप करना पड़ती है population. जैसे कि मैंने आपको अभी एग्जांपल दी, so हमें hypothetical population लेके we would have to apply certain kind of statistical techniques. So in those situations, we can't have the actual real populations. Now, if we talk about population either be known to us or it may be unknown. So students, अगर तो population known है, तो हम उसमें से different तरह की estimates draw कर सकते हैं. But अगर population हमें unknown है, so we cannot infer results for that population. A population unknown क्यों होती है? Sometimes populations are infinite. They would be large enough so that we can't, have results onto them. Either या फिर कुछ सिचुएशंस ऐसी होती हैं कि कुछ पॉपुलेशन से रिलेटेड हमें वैल्यूज नोन नहीं होती हैं. सो इन दैट सिचुएशन वी वुड हैव टू ड्रॉ द रिजल्ट्स on the basis of a sample. Now, what is a sample, my dear students? Sample is one of the part of the population. Now, the sample may be representative or it may be non-representative part of the population. So, how we would be knowing कि वो representative part है या non-representative part है? Actually, it depends upon the selection of the sampling design. So, अगर sampling design random होगा तो आपका सैंपल वुड बी द रिप्रेजेंटेटिव पार्ट ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. अब रैंडम सैम्पलिंग डिजाइन्स कौन से हैं स्टूडेंट्स? सिंपल रैंडम सैम्पलिंग डिजाइन, स्ट्रैटिफाइड रैंडम सैम्पलिंग डिजाइन, सिस्टमैटिक रैंडम सैम्पलिंग डिजाइन और क्लस्टर रैंडम सैम्पलिंग डिजाइन्स. सो अगर आपने अपना सैंपल डिजाइन के अकॉर्डिंगली, रैंडम सैम्पलिंग डिजाइन के अकॉर्डिंगली ड्रॉ किया है तो आपका सैंपल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव होगा आपकी पॉपुलेशन का पार्ट. Otherwise, it will be a non-representative part of the population.